Morning, YouTube. I thought I'd come on here and make a video. When I did my January goals, I noticed that I left something off. Now, these have been wonderful. The time management thing with setting my timer on my phone for an hour and getting off of the computer has been an absolute godsend. But I thought I would do a little video to show you how I get things done with my attention deficit disorder. It's very hard for me to organize things, so I have to work it out. And one of the goals I noticed that I missed out on was anything with was a faith goal. I didn't put a faith goal in here, and I need to do that. Now, I don't need to read my Bible more because I set a goal for myself 3 years ago for reading the Bible. And I'm telling you, setting the timer really works, because every morning I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, I set my timer for 30 minutes and I read my Bible. And that doesn't seem like much, but in 3 years I have read my Bible completely through 6 times, and I'm on my 7th time, and I'll be done with it in a couple of weeks. So I've read my Bible through 7 times in 3 years. I'm telling you, setting that timer works. Granted, I do read fast, but I have, the last 2 times I've read through the Bible, I've color-coded it. And I'm telling you, set that timer, it works. So I thought I'd do a YouTube and show you how I work things out to get things done with my attention deficit. And I'm going to show you how I use the Trendsetter to do that. And, well, like I said, I needed a faith goal for this year, so I'm going to show you how I work that out. I have kind of let my Bible journaling slide, and when I get out of something, I have a really hard time getting back into it. So here's how I've decided to get back into my Bible journaling. What I decided was, you know, if you do every page in that Bible, you're not going to be able to close it. It's going to look like a great big old alligator, and nobody wants that. So I decided that there are 66 books in the Bible. And don't laugh at the way I do my math. This is what works for me. I was tested when I was in grade school, and I have a genius IQ, but math was not one of my skills. I was reading at a college level when I was in the 5th grade, but math is something I've never mastered, and I have my own little way of doing it. So, it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I can do it in my head pretty quick, but I got to do it like a little kid would do it. So, there are 66 books in the Bible. If I do 3 pages in each book, then there will be 198 pages done in this Bible. And 198 pages is going to be a lot of pages journaled in that Bible. Some of the smaller books, like Jude, that's only 1 page, obviously you're not going to do 3 pages in that small book. So it'll probably be 1 page in that book, so it'll be less than 198 pages. So I've gotten out of the habit of doing it, and then the thought of getting back into it, my A.D.D kicks in, and it prevents me from doing it. So what I'm going to do to set myself a little goal, and I'm going to, my goal for my faith will be getting back into my Bible journaling. And don't laugh at my spelling either. spelling was never one of my strong suits either. But what I'm going to do to get back into my Bible journaling is I'm going to set myself a goal to do 3 pages a week, because I can sit down and do 3 pages. If I don't do anything but pick some watercolor and put it on a page and copy one of the scriptures in the margin, I have done something. And the way my brain works, if I do something, then things trigger in my brain and I start doing something else and it just grows from there. It's the way my creative mind works. So my goal is to do 3 pages a week. There are 52 weeks in a year, so that's 2, 4, 6, 15, so there's 156 pages. Now, like I said, if I commit myself to do, and when I commit a goal to myself, there's something in my brain that it's gospel, I have to do it. It's something I have to do, I can't slack, it's just the way my brain works. This works for me, this is how I work it out. So at the end of the year, that would be 156 pages if I stay on my goal. Now, once I get to doing something, it's kind of like crack with me. I can't stop. So there's a very good chance that I'll finish this 156 pages way before the end of the year. But when I get 3 pages done in each book of the Bible, this Bible will be done. And my goal is to finish a minimum of 3 Bibles, because I want to give one finished to each of my grandchildren. If I get to going on it, the chances are I will do more than 3 Bibles. In a perfect world, I would do 6, so I could leave one to each of my grandkids and one to each of my children. I would like to do that. My children probably wouldn't care about having one, but still, it would be something of me and my thoughts to leave them. And so that's my goal. Now, I dropped the ball in January. I forgot to put my faith goal in there. So I'm going to go over to February, because, believe it or not, you don't have to make your resolutions in January. You can move them on out to another month. So we're going to go over here to February. And I'm not going to put that in black pen, because black pen is ugly and I want it to be pretty. So I'm going to pick one of my Paper Mate flares. And the little pencil bag here my daughter gave me, and I know that she got them at Walmart one year. But I love them because they stand up. I remember when we were in the store, I didn't want one because I didn't think I'd like it. And I was in Florida watching her and how portable hers was and how cute. So she gave me one. She's so sweet. Anyway, my focus is going to be Bible journaling. Let's see if I can spell that right. Journal. Journ. Bible journaling 3 times per week. Okay. Now, that's going to be my goal in February, but I'm going to go back here to January, because I'm going to start this now. Now, let me see if I can see what day this, Monday, Tuesday. This day will start on Wednesday. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I can't be bothered. And if you see my little white head, I'm sorry. I can't be bothered to drag out the stickers and do this because I'd have to find them. I'd have to find the stamps. It would turn into a huge project and it would never get done because, like I said, that's the way my little brain works. Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, that's a week. Let me see where we left off. I didn't put dates on there. Okay. And let's see, where's my highlighter? Ooh, my cap's not working. Okay, so this will be the end of one week and the beginning of another. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this would be the end of the next one. And I'm not going to do these ahead of time because if I do a week ahead of time, that's like a commitment. And I try not to make any more commitments than my brain can deal with. Let's see, where are we at? What is today? Today's Saturday. Okay. Let me go over here to Saturday. I'm going to Bible journal. 1 page. Saturday's a good day for me to do it because I'm off work. I'm also off work on Monday. Let's see, journal 1 page. Tuesday's not a good day for me. Let's see. What's another good day? Wednesday's a good day. Bible journal. 1 page. Okay. Now, I set myself little goals like this for the week because it's the only way I can get things done. I'm working on another little goal right now. I crochet. I set myself a goal to finish an Afghan for each of my children and my grandchildren one year. And I set this goal in July, and I finished those Afghans by December because, you know, like I said, I set a goal, it's gospel, it's got to be done because that's the way my mind works. Let me show you this pattern. Right now, I'm working out the pattern because I'm having issues with the, there it is. This is the pattern, and I think it's so cute, and I've been wanting to do it for years. And it's what they call a mile a minute pattern, and these go really fast once you get the pattern worked out. Right now I'm working out the pattern. And the way I would do something like this is there are 4 pattern rows on each runner. There are like 7 runners in the Afghan. So I would put a goal of doing 2 rows. I can sit there and do 2 rows while I'm watching YouTube, and I can get those knocked out really fast. I'm not going to put them in my Trendsetter just right yet because I haven't worked the pattern out yet. And when I do, I will put it in here. Now I can finish, when I'm hardcore working on something, I can finish an Afghan in a week or less. But I would sit down, like do 2 rows a night for a week. And there's 4 rows. Hang on, let me do the math. There's 4 rows in a panel. If I do 2 rows a night, 2 times 7 is 14. There are 7 panels, so that would be 14. 14 would be 28 rows total. So if I do 2 rows a night, it'd be 14, so I'd have this Afghan done in 2 weeks. And it would take very small amount of effort on my part to do 2 rolls. I can do 2 rolls in 15 minutes. So that's the way my mind would work. And I would go in here and I would put 2 rolls on Afghan. And I would put them on each day. And when I finish them, I would take my highlighter and I would mark those out, because that's how I see. I go through with a highlighter on the things I've done. And I would finish this Afghan in 2 weeks, because I am obsessive on top of being ADHD. So, anyway, that is the way I'm using my Trendsetter. And this is the way I work it out. I go through and I work out mathematically how much time something is going to take to accomplish. And one of the ways that I get started on crocheting my rows is I set my timer for 30 minutes. And I have to work on it for 30 minutes without stopping. And I think I have proven with my Bible study that that is a very effective method. And if you will watch Fly Lady Diane in Denmark, I'm telling you, 15 minutes gets you focused. You set that timer for 15 minutes and you work as fast as you can. And you will be shocked at what you can accomplish in 15 minutes. If 15 minutes is too big a commitment for you, set it for 5 minutes, and you will be shocked in what you can do in just 5 minutes. But a combination, I can't just set a timer for 30 minutes and go. I have to know what I'm going to do, because that's just the way I'm hardwired. But if I set my timer for 5 minutes and I Bible journal a page, it doesn't take me 5 minutes to do a page. If I set my timer for 15 minutes and I have to work on my Bible journaling, or even 10 minutes, I will have more than 1 page done. And I guarantee you that book will be done by the end of the year working like this. It works, but you have to have a plan. And this is the way I work it out. I hope it works for you. Let me know in the comments below if you try this and if it works for you. I hope you have a blessed day, and I thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, subscribe. Thank you very much, and God bless.